So I'm not sure if anyone's actually able to see me right now. I'm not looking at my viewers. And what's that? Okay, like I said, I'm not looking at my viewers. I'm not looking at comments. I'm gonna try and look at comments in the middle of this. I just want to go ahead and start this real quick. This is obviously a new page that I started. I'm calling it RGV Reflection. What it is, it's just going to be me taking in all local news and anything dealing with the RGV, maybe even surrounding areas if it comes to it. And I'm just going to take all that in, and I'm just going to reflect it right back at everyone. I'm just going to talk about anything that seems pretty interesting, something that maybe news that the news won't cover or haven't gotten to yet. Because I mean, a lot of information travels on social media a lot faster than news media these days. So I wanted to go ahead and just talk about that. So basically it's just going to be me talking about local news. I'm going to do some interviews and do some reviews. So that's what the three primary colors in the logo stand for, and the green, because green's my favorite color. Every time I do something, I throw green into it just to represent me a little bit. So that's a little bit of information behind the colors and the logo and stuff. Nothing's finalized. I just wanted to go and put something up real quick just so I can go ahead and speak about this. And the reason I did this is because I've always been interested in doing the news, so let's go ahead and get started on this. And the first thing I want to talk about, I mean, everyone who's familiar with my brand or anything know that I cover, I guess I could say, Green, Democratic and Republican candidate Vanessa. And she's been in a few of my videos. A lot of people have been introduced to my content because of the videos I make on her. And I try and go for a well-researched, educated stance on when I speak about her. And I just want to go ahead and talk a little bit about the election, because I know that was such a big thing when it was happening. And I want to go ahead and quote Vanessa on this when she would sing, there's some votes in this house. And I just want to go ahead and say the key word was some, because although she did get, how many did she get? 72,403 votes. Which is a lot. Like, I mean, that's probably a lot more than I would have gotten. But even though we got that big number from her, she only ended up with 35.2% of the votes, which means her opponent, Lucio, was our winner. He is the one who took it. A lot of people weren't surprised by it. What people were surprised about this campaign was the fact that Vanessa got so many votes. I think in her previous campaigns, she hasn't gotten more than 7%. So the fact that she was, in the mid-30s, like, wow. We'll see what happens after that. Another thing I wanted to talk about that is kind of baffling to me is... Let me just go and show you the video real quick here. Alright. Crowded. I just want to go and ask everyone, like, when do you think that these videos were taken? We could see some masks, so we know we're in a post-COVID time. This video, or these videos, these clips were taken on Halloween night in downtown McAllen. I see no social distancing. I see no masks. I see a bunch of open bottles close to each other. I mean, open drinks. You got straws everywhere. Like, this is not how we fight off COVID. I mean, it's still a real thing. It's still something that people are having to deal with. I think at least everyone has been affected by this in some way, whether it's losing a job, losing a friend, losing a family member. A lot of people just losing their freedoms. I mean, obviously these people that go downtown aren't, and I'm not bashing them or anything. I understand some people have to, release and enjoy themselves, live life, but this really isn't the right way of doing it. I mean, these people are probably young. I'm hoping they're young. I've never really been downtown, so I don't know of any, middle-aged people that go and party downtown, but I'm sure there's some out there. It's scary, guys. And let me go ahead and share some stats that I was able to pull up together. Okay, so here are the 4 counties that make up the RGV, which is going to be my focus here, the Valley. You can see Cameron County has a total, and this is of yesterday. These are the numbers I pulled from yesterday. Cameron County with 24,598 cases. My county here with 36,686 cases. Starr County with 3,626, and Willacy County with 1,276 cases. And I went ahead and I took the data from July 15th, because July 15th is when some of these downtown locations started opening. That's when restaurants started operating at a bigger capacity. So I took the cases from there to now, and the difference from mid-July to now for Cameron County is 4,175, which is a 17% increase. That's pretty huge. My county, the best county out of all, increased to 8,040 cases, and I really think that the downtown area is a huge reason because of that. And I mean, you could go downtown at any time and you could see it's packed like that. My go-to is just open up Snapchat, open up the map, zoom into there, and see what's going on, and you could see how it is anytime, like any day. You could just check that out. Starr County had an increase of 1,360, which is pretty huge as well, giving you a 37.5. And I'm not an expert at math here, okay? A lot of you know me from my YouTube channel. I do call myself a dimwit because I know I'm not the smartest person in the room. I try to be, but I know I'm not. And then we got Willacy County with an increase of 44%, going from 561 to about 715. And let's talk about fatalities, because I mean, a lot of people have lost their lives, and a lot of people are continuing to lose their lives. And we could see that because within the same time frame, Cameron County has had a 31.35% increase in fatalities. That's huge. Hidalgo County with 21.8. We have Starr County with 20.32 and Willacy with 25.86. And these are scary numbers because they're just increasing. Like, this isn't going away. Yes, there's a lot of news out there that we're going to get a vaccine for it, but if it's not 100% certain, I don't think there's any risk in going downtown. Yeah, you may not feel that bad. I mean, you might be very young, you're healthy, you don't have anything to worry about. But, I mean, children die from COVID. I don't know what your living situation at home might be. Maybe you live with your parents, maybe you live with your grandparents, or at least you visit them. They might not be as healthy or as strong as you are, so I know I couldn't live with myself knowing that, okay, maybe I'm a carrier, pass it on to a relative, and now they might suffer from it. It's just pretty bad. And the third story, which I'm only doing 3 stories, I'm going to do 3 stories at a time when I do this, is something that came across. A lot of people were really upset about this, was the Franklin All Animal Rescue Team, also known as FART. I don't know if they call themselves that or it's just the abbreviation. But they consider themselves a no-kill animal rescue team, which is very good. I applaud that. Something that I would like to do in the future is open up like a safe haven for people just to surrender their dogs or their animals. But I have no idea how to get that started. It's just a dream I've always had of having a sanctuary. What turned a lot of people off about this group is they were promoting feeding rabbits to their dogs. Nothing wrong with that. I went ahead and I did the research too. It's good because it's white meat. It's rich in protein, has a lot of B12 vitamins, and I mean, if you want a healthy life for your dogs, of course you're going to want that for them. The only thing that kind of rubbed people the wrong way is this is a no-kill shelter, and they're promoting, like, they rescue rabbits. You could look on their Facebook page. I have it right here. You just look up Franklin All American Rescue Team FART, and you can see that they've rescued rabbits before. But at the same time, they're promoting feeding rabbits to dogs. They have a lot of dogs. That's a lot of mouths. That's pretty scary. So I went ahead and I contacted them. I wrote to them. I was in contact with them for about 2 days, just going back and forth, trying to get a feel for them. I didn't tell them my true intentions right up front. I was just curious and wanted to know, like, well, why did they post it? And this is an exact quote from our conversation. The link we provided states the benefits of rabbit meat. We provided similar posts in reference to beef, lamb, turkey, chicken, vegetables, different things to feed your animals to give them long and healthy lives. And they went ahead and told me again, well, it's good in white meat, it has protein, vitamin B12, and it's coming from a good place. They want the dogs to be healthy. I mean, everyone would want their dog to be healthy, especially if they're trying to find a forever home. Yeah, that's F-U-R, forever home. I'm a dad, so I have to throw a dad joke in every now and then. But this information is good. It's just the place it's coming from, it kind of made people freak out a little bit. And if you go and read the comments of this post and the picture I put, yeah, it's a lot of people were upset about it. I was upset about it too. Like, as soon as I read it, I was like, okay, well, why are they promoting this if people are giving them rabbits? Like, how could people do that? So I went ahead and I asked them again. I asked them, have any of the animals ever surrendered to you, whether they died of natural causes or been killed on your property? Have they ever been fed to dogs? Have any of the rabbits that have died in your care been fed to dogs? And they went and assured me, they said all rabbits, all bunnies that have ever been surrendered to us have never been served to any of our rescues. So that made me feel good. They went ahead and they invited me to go and visit them, to go take a walk. I'm going to take my camera and do kind of like an on-the-scene story on them, because I'm curious about this. These guys are like in my backyard. They're in Palmhurst. So I want to go ahead and give them a visit. I'm going to find out if what they're telling me is true. Like, I feel they're telling me the truth here, but I feel like I need to do a little investigating here. Another thing a lot of people were upset about is this rescue team claims to be a non-profit organization, and a lot of people were quick to call them out that they weren't a non-profit organization. So what I went ahead and I did a search for a 501c, which in tax terms is a non-profit. I looked them up, and they are not registered as a non-profit. So I asked them about that too. I was like, okay, I played coy to the whole thing. I was like, for my information, so I don't get any information wrong, are you a true non-profit? And this is where it comes to where I kind of trust them. They told me up front, no, we are not. We do take donations, and all donations go back into the rescue team. But we are in the process of becoming a certified nonprofit organization. Their CPA has already filed for it. They're, getting the wheels turning on making it happen. So I feel I could trust them a little bit. But like I said, I'm still going to go ahead and pay them a visit. I'm going to go ahead and look around, get a feel for the place, because I do care about animals, and I do want to make sure they're not feeding their dead animals to other animals and just kind of have that whole cycle going on. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking to do. This is going to be the RGV Reflection. It's going to be just me reflecting on news, and anyone is welcome to throw out any topics. I'll cover anything. I know a lot of people are wanting me to cover the new situation with Vanessa. She was assaulted. She was put into the hospital, and I'm sure a police report is being filed, and I plan on covering that once I get more information. Right now it's a lot of hearsay, and I've seen the photos, I've seen the video, I've posted the video, and I'd rather have all the facts straight, maybe a copy of the police report in my hands myself before I go and throw out a lot of theories. It's easy to come up with a lot of theories, but I like doing a lot of investigating just to back that up. And right now, I don't agree with her. Me and her have had a lot of words exchanged in the past, and maybe I'm going soft. I don't know. Maybe I am going soft. But I feel like after this huge loss that she just had, after a hell of a year that she's had, I figure I'll give her a little bit of a break for now. It doesn't mean I'm never going to cover it. Doesn't mean I'm going to leave her alone. But right now she's not a running candidate anymore. She deserves a little bit of leniency. So, I'm going to kind of give her a little bit of space and whatever happens, happens. So I hope you enjoyed this new broadcast that I plan on doing. I still will make videos. It just takes me about a week to do a video. That's why all my stuff was always a week behind. And what else can I say? Like I said, anyone can go ahead and recommend me any story, any kind of thing that they need investigated. I do a little bit of a PI work also. And be sure to join me on some nights, not all the nights. I need to work out a schedule. On some nights, if you have me on Facebook, you see that last night I did a live stream with a couple of friends. We were just talking about movies, having a good time, making fun of each other. We'll probably do that here tonight, so we'll have like a RGV Reflections late night. That'll be kind of a community thing. Anyone could join in. If someone wants to join in on the video chat, go ahead and let me know. I'll invite you in, and we'll just talk about whatever. There won't be any topics. No topics that are off topic. I'll go and call it that. But hope you all enjoyed. I look forward to seeing and hearing from you all. And